Hi everybody, I'm Joey and I'm here to show you some really cute cards with the Sweetest Star bundle from Stampin' Up. These are pretty quick and easy cards, so whether you're a beginning crafter or an avid crafter, I think you'll enjoy the idea behind them and be able to recreate them with whatever you have. Or if you purchase this bundle, then you can make yours just exactly like mine. So I'm titling this this video the Sweetest Star Craft and Chat class / class to go. So what that means is I have my friends that are here in Lincoln, Nebraska that are local enough, close enough to come and craft with me in person. This class is offered for them in person next Thursday. So for you online, it's offered this week and ends November 10th. And you can get the class supplies for all 4 cards I'm showing today as a thank you for your $45 order. You will get a few pieces of designer series paper 6x6 with that as well. The Take a Bow, B-O-W, Take a Bow designer series paper that makes a bow. We'll make a bow with that paper sometime probably next week, but I digress. So this class is available to get all the supplies I'm showing you today and through November 10th. And also if you want to come and craft in person with me, then you just need to let me know and register by Sunday, November 10th. That means that on November 11th, I am prepping the classes for everyone that ordered this week, and I'm also prepping the same class for those who will come in person. That's why it might be a little bit confusing as to what I'm calling it. So that's my explanation. If you're watching on Facebook, thanks so much for being here. And if you can be live with me, that's wonderful. But if you can't, replay is always available. If you're watching on YouTube, you're watching a Facebook Live video recording. But thank you so much for being here. Because it is Facebook Live, it will be a little chatty. So just giving you a heads up that that's what we do here on Facebook Live. And also, if you enjoy the video, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Okay, so before we get started here, I do need to bring up my laptop page so I can see what you're seeing and see all the comments. And I see Margaret's on, so yay, I think I'm live in the right place, so that's good. And then I'm going to, actually Maggie, sorry, I know it's Maggie, and I think I'm seeing other comments come up, but they're not coming up on my computer yet, so they must be a little bit delayed. They're kind of flashing up on my phone. So I also, whoops, got to get situated here on my chair. I also have my iPad here. Sorry, I have to get so close in the view right now, but that's where I can see what you're seeing, so that I'm sure that I don't get out of the video on my phone, so that you can see everything. And it's not coming up on my page. I hope I'm in the right place. Yeah, it looks like on my laptop I'm in the right place, but for some reason, there I am. Okay, good. I can see myself see my head. And now I can get back a little bit further. All right, I'm ready to get going. Please say hi when you jump on, whether you're watching live or a replay or on YouTube. I would love to say hello back to you. Let me know what you're doing today. We have a fall day. A lot of the leaves have fallen here in the Midwest, but not completely, so I can still look out my window. I'm sitting in front of a window to a green space and see lots of trees. So let me know how you're doing, what your weather is like. We have a nice day today. It's not sunny, but it's nice. All right, enough chit chat. Let me go ahead and click on some tools here. Come up. There we go. Now I'll go upside down, but you'll be right side up, and then we'll be ready to go. So it takes a while for the phone for Facebook to catch up with my phone, so hopefully I'm centered pretty well. It looks like I need to go over just a touch, maybe this way, and otherwise maybe I'm pretty good. I'm going to come down just a little bit too. Today the set we're working with is out of the Holiday Mini Catalog. If you don't have one of these and you'd like to have one, let me know. But we'll be on pages 46 and 47 with this darling bundle. Not that one. Oops, wrong side. This one, the Sweetest Star bundle. It has this cute little star punch and these adorable little stamps that coordinate with it here. So that's what we're working with today. Hi, Diane. So, okay, so more people are finding me. That's good to know. Alrighty. Let's get going with, let's see, I'm going to start with this card. Now, this card I cased pretty much entirely. I don't know if I don't remember if I cased it completely, but I think I did pretty close to Erica Serwin. This is mostly her design. I took a convention online, and she was one of the guest designers, and this is one of the PDF tutorials she shared with us. So I'm going to make it today because I thought it was super cute, and it's really easy. So this particular card doesn't require any I can't think, my brain's not caught up with me, any die cutting or embossing. So if you want to make cards and you don't have that equipment, this is a really cute card. And punches are really valuable to have in your collection. And a star punch, you can't go wrong with that. You can use that all year long for celebrations of any kind. So on the inside of this piece, I put just a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 cardstock, and the red is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. So that's that guy. Now the paper I'm using, as I said earlier, is from the Take a Bow Designer Series paper. This is one of my shares from my paper share. This is how I package them, with the name, the number, and then all the colors. So let me show you this paper. I think this must have been the sample. I took a picture of the sample from when I was marketing my class. Hi, Martha. So nice to see you. Okay, here we go. So this is there. So you get a bunch of these. You get like, I think 8 of, well, we better look that up before I say that, because I don't have that right in front of me. So let's make sure I tell you the right thing so you're not confused. Let's see, take about page 29. 29, no, that's not it. Well, sorry, I don't know what I was looking at. Let's try that again. There's an index or table of contents in the back of your catalog, if you didn't know that, or if you don't have one yet, so that you know it's there. Take a Bow Designer Series paper. 39. Oh, I do need new glasses. I'm just saying, I've got to get into my eye doctor. Okay, page 39. So this is it, and this die makes these adorable bows. So I do want to show you that sometime in my Christmas series. So today's day 1 of my Christmas series. So for this, oh, it doesn't even say. So 48 sheets, and I think you get 8 of 6 designs. I'm gonna kind of guess at that, but I'm sure you have found by now, if you're a Stampin' Up person, that, well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not even complete, I don't think. Maybe it is. Maybe you get 12. If one of you knows that, could you look it up online and share that in the comments? So how many of each design you get? There's 48 sheets total. So this is what we're working with today. I love this paper. It's so Christmassy, and it's really versatile because the patterns are small. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going with this. We are going to take a piece of basic white. This is, I think it's 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. I'm pretty sure it is. So, and we're going to stamp on this. Let me grab some scrap paper. And we'll stamp our cute little Santa. Now this stamp set does require coloring, or at least I think it requires coloring. What's this? What's this? Oh, this is for that. I was up late last night, sorry, and I woke up early this morning, but I wanted to make sure I was here today. I think I might have been a few minutes late, but if you're watching replay or on YouTube, I'm on time. Okay, so here we go. So on my Facebook Lives, after in the afternoon or evening, I get it posted to Facebook. So if you want to know when I'm live and when it's going to be posted to Facebook, it's Wednesdays at 12:30. Now, this week, you guys, we're doing 3 days of Christmas projects, and I'm planning to do 12 total projects over the course of the next few weeks. So I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll give you a sneak peek of what we're going to do tomorrow and Friday of this week. So set your calendars, set your reminders to be here with me. Let me grab this. What color is this? We'll try dark real red. I need new red markers, so we'll see if this is going to go or not. But set your calendars to remind you to tune in with me all 3 days this week for some really fun projects. And I'm going to give away some prizes. So if you watch every day, just make sure, and it will count on YouTube if you make a comment on YouTube. So I guess I should say if you watch all 3 videos this week. So this is week 1 of my Christmas series. I'm not coloring this super well, but you get the idea. I'll put your name in a drawing for some prizes. I have a lot of things to give away, so we're just gonna start Christmas week 1 with a lot of fun, a lot of I think they're fun projects. Tomorrow I've got, you guys, I saw this on YouTube. It was another demonstrator that did it, and I'll give her name. Anna Hellman was her name. But she did this mass production of Christmas cards, 8 at a time, using the Christmas labels stamp set. And so we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to make 8 Christmas cards tomorrow. And I have a fabulous hack that I saw her do, and I'm going to share it with you tomorrow on how to do them quickly, how to save time to mass produce this particular set of 8 cards. So I really hope you'll join me tomorrow. And then Friday, we're going to make some gift boxes for Bath and Body small hand creams. So we're going to make some boxes that fit this size of this little hand cream, which makes a really sweet gift if you're giving a lot of gifts. All right, let's do black for Santa's, for his belt. Before we do that, I'm going to take wild wheat. Wild wheat is a good gold, if you haven't noticed that yet. You could use any yellow, obviously, but I like wild wheat for gold. So that's wild wheat. Wild wheat's a new ink color. So let me go ahead and color his belt. Like so. If you don't like coloring, you might still like this set because other than, you know, coloring in his red suit, it's not super hard to color or take a huge amount of time. Okay, so there we have basic black for his gloves and his boots. Let's do this. And then I'm going to use my petal pink marker for his face. It looks really orange when I first put it on, but it lightens up. And it does become actually more pink. his little nose. And then he has a little mouth here. So I'm going to actually get that with the petal pink as well. And then we're going to leave that. Now, if you really wanted to go at it, you could, okay, Martha, excuse my interruption. Hi, Kathy. Oh, darn, I'm sorry you had trouble finding me. Doggone, I don't know, Facebook is just like that sometimes. They just don't let my people know that I'm live, so that's kind of frustrating. Martha says 12 each of each design. So there's 48 sheets, so there's 4 designs. So this pack was complete that I showed you. When I first opened it, I thought, that looks like there should be more. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Well, we can go ahead and punch them. So here's the beauty of this punch. So you can just, whoops, that's upside down. You can go just like this. You turn your punch upside down, and then you line it up. And thank you, Martha, very much. And hi, Christy. It's warm there. Christy, I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see all of you, but I haven't seen Christy for a while, so I'm happy she jumped on. And I saw Maggie. I haven't seen Maggie for a while either. I know both of them have a lot going on in their lives, so I'm thrilled you're here. Maggie says it's overcast in Georgia, but nice. Okay. Awesome. I love this about Facebook Live, that I can talk to my friends all over the country, and actually sometimes my friends in Europe. I have a couple Stampin' Up! Friends in Europe that sometimes pop onto my video. So that's kind of fun too. All right, now we're going to actually use basic black for this card for the snowflakes. I know I did think about pool party, but I kind of like the all red and black that this is what Erica did on hers, and I'm pretty much making the same card. I'm going to put this snowflakes. I want to make sure I'm on the, this is the 4 1/4 side. That's the, no, this is the 4 1/4 side. This is the 3 1/2. And to me, that doesn't look 3 1/2. It is though. Okay, so that's good. I knew it was supposed to be 3 1/2. Let's go ahead and ink up this snowflake stamp really well. And I'm not using my piercing mat to stamp on because I think I'll be okay. I'm trying to not get my whole head in, but I might be getting my head in. So we're going to stamp it up there in the corner, and I smudged there. But I think our Santa's going to cover it up. I have it on my hands, so if that happens, just take your chamois or whatever you're using to clean your stamps, washcloth or whatever, and just make sure you wash your hands, because see how the ink just kind of appeared there? It just gets on your hands and you don't know it's there, and then it smudges on your card. Okay, so let's do this again. Then we're just going to come down here in this corner. And again, I'm trying to keep my head out of it, but there we go. I think the snowflake stamp is so cute. I really like it. And you can put it in the corner like that. So I think you could use it with any Christmas card, or even any winter card. It would be really good for that. Martha, it's snowing like crazy in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Martha's my friend from Colorado. I grew up there, so she and I have some things in common. Oh, let's get that up. Before we put the ink completely away, let's get out the greeting. And the greeting is, may your days be merry and bright. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that aside, put our Santa aside. We're going to stamp this right on our white panel. These words, these letters are really thick, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty fat, so you have to make sure you ink them up really well. And then I'm going to just come down here, and oops, I'm not straight. Let me get everything straightened out. And let's go. Maybe we can actually stamp right over that smudge. I think that's what I'll do. There we go. Good. Okay, that covers up that smudge really well. So that's good. Then we're going to pop this guy on. I'm just going to turn it over. The ink dries really fast right away, so you normally don't have to do that. But since I already had one smudge on there, I didn't want another one. So I was just double checking. All right, then we take a piece of that Take a Bow Designer Series paper, and it's just a little bit bigger than the white one. So it is, well, let me see. I better look it up. It is 4 1/4 by 4. 4 by 4 1/4. So even though it's 6x6 paper, you can still have quite a bit left of this sheet. But we have 12 sheets. Oh, whoops, I want to go this way. We have 12 sheets of this. So it's awesome. And that, especially if you buy the bow making die as well. I'm turning around and looking. Hang on. So I have a bow here that my downline, one of my team members brought over. So I asked her if I could borrow this so I can show you. I don't own it yet, but I wanted to show you how to make the bow. So that's what all that paper is about. So you have plenty of paper to make a lot of Christmas bows for either your packaging or your 3D gift items. Just going to go ahead and tape down, trying to be straight here, and it doesn't look like I'm super straight, but let's see. My dots don't look straight, so let's see if I can get this straightened up a little. I don't know if my dots are even maybe in a row, so I'm going to just go ahead and say that's good enough, and there we go, and we've got it almost done. Let's take our Santa, and we're just going to pop him here. This is a super easy card. You can make a lot of these in a short amount of time. And for the coloring, you know, you could just stamp and punch all of them, and then you could sit while you're watching Hallmark Christmas movies. And if you watch Hallmark Christmas movies, I think I wanted that greeting over a little bit, but we'll just go ahead. Let's see. I think I'll go right there. Well, no. Okay, let's go up here. I kind of didn't want him flying in the air, but he's going to be flying in the air. On my sample, he's not flying in the air, but I'll show it to you in a minute. It's okay. I don't think anybody's going to notice that. Now for my gems, I've been kind of mixing up my gems. I'm reaching across the screen. Oh, look how many the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. All right, let's go ahead, and it's been kind of fun to mix up my gems lately. So these are the iridescent faceted gems, and then these, of course, are our basic rhinestones. So let's go ahead and, I don't see my tool. Here it is. I'm going to take your pick tool, and then let's go ahead, and I'm going to start with these guys. And I'm going to put one right directly on that snowflake, and then I'm going to do the same actually for this snowflake right here. And then we're going to take some of these smaller ones, and we're going to stick them. I guess I didn't put rhinestones on this one. I'm thinking of another card, so we'll go ahead and just stick with these gems for this card. And now we've got, isn't that sweet, you guys? So cute. I think it just turned out really cute and so easy. And may your days be merry and bright. We probably should put something on the inside. Why don't we go ahead and put some snowflakes on the inside of this. And, oh, thank you for the hearts. I'm happy you like it. Very good. That makes me happy. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. And this template, again, is really easy if you don't have this stamp set, but if you just cut your colored cardstock and then cut your DSP 4x, what did I say? 4x 4 1/4, and then your white panel on top of it. You've got a lot of stamping area you can do right there. So if you don't have this one, no worries. Let's go. I think I do want an inside greeting on this. So what else have I got? I've got wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. Well, that should fit across here, just barely. We're going to go with it so that this Christmas card is actually ready for me to send, or my husband. He goes through my Christmas cards too. And then I will have an inside greeting in it. Wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. I might be out of the screen, but here we go. And there's our finished inside. You know, not fancy, but it's something extra special when you stamp, especially some kind of an image on the inside. Hallmark doesn't do that. We have that over at Hallmark. Okay, card number 1. I'll show you my sample so you can see how I arranged it on this one. So this one, I put the Santa just a little bit lower. He kind of, I feel like he's a better part of that picture. But that's just a simple little thing. Maybe you would like it up here because it actually fills up that space a little bit more. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think he's cute anywhere you put him on this card. Sounds amazing to color and watch Hallmark. I know, Debbie. I've been turning on Hallmark. I do watch it during the year as well, but I have been, you know, I'm only going to say one thing about the election. It has been stressful to even watch television because of all of the commercials. Can you guys relate to that? Whoever your candidate was, it just was, I'm so glad to be past the commercials. I just couldn't deal with it. So I was taping, my whole point of that was I was taping, I've been taping, recording a lot of Hallmark. So I can fast forward through the commercials. So thankfully we're past that. Alrighty, my friends. Now this is the new Perfectly Plaid. No, that's not it. Forever Plaid. I'll have to look it up. Embossing folder, but you can put 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4 cardstock. Let me get this kind of straight on here. And go through it at the same time. Now, depending on your die cutting machine, you might even be able to put 2 more on top of these and push it through. I haven't tried that, but let's go ahead and do some. I'll bring that guy back later. Let's do some die or some embossing. Get my machine out. If you have never seen embossing, it's always a wow. Even if you have seen embossing, it's always a wow anyway. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the folded side in first, and then this is the plate, the gray plate you use with your die cutting machine on this one in order to get the right thickness to go through. And it has a beautiful deep, this is called a 3D one. Because it's such a deep embossed pattern, which we love. And even though this card is white and this is white on white, isn't this just so cool? It's one of my favorite new embossing folders. I think it just is so wonderful for especially fall, Christmas, and winter cards. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to keep this for another card. And then let's go ahead and we can do our card. So my card base for this one is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I scored it up 4 1/4. Chrissy's been watching Hallmark too. I wore out my mute button. Oh, Christy, you always make me laugh. You know, why didn't I think of that? I think I just thought, I'm not watching anything that I haven't recorded. I've been very, very selective because no one needs stress. And right now, that was stressful. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on our card. Let me look at my sample and make sure I know what I'm doing. Yes, okay, this is the next step. Now, I would recommend for embossed pieces that you use liquid glue. And because it's so deeply embossed, the tape runner can't really get into those recessed folds on your card. So I don't go right to the edge, because then you know what you're going to do. You're going to put your whole hand in it, your fingers, and you'll have glue all over your fingers, which is very annoying with liquid glue. Whoops, I'm up too high. I have to stand up for this. And I just did poke my left finger in it. So what I'll do is get this pressed down. I don't know. I love this already. It wouldn't take really very much more to just make that a really pretty card. But if you know me, you know I like white. Just got to get that little bit of glue that I got the last minute. Usually I'm pretty good with glue. I don't usually get it. Oh, and I just got water. What the heck? I got water there. Oh, well, it's green. It'll go. I'm gonna cover that up anyway. So I'm back to the designer series paper. And I have a strip. This is about 3/4 of an inch. We're going to cover up most of this, so this could be a little smaller if you're trying to save your paper. You could make it 1/2 inch even. But I think this one is 3/4. And I'm going to go all the way to the edge here. And that's going to cover up that little blob of water that came out of my cleaning pad. I've been stamping a lot, so I've been cleaning it a lot. I know it doesn't look clean, but that's how they look because they absorb the ink. Oops. Oh, no. I think I was supposed to go on this side. Ah! Well, we're going to go on this side. I'll show you my finished one, which I think is better than this. Do I have another strip of this? I might need to cut another strip because I don't think that works. Let me get my paper out. I'm too busy jibber-jabbering and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So let's get another pattern out. I actually do like this stripe pattern for that side. And I could use my adhesive eraser if I don't find another stripe. Here's a stripe right here. Let's just recut that. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to set it aside on this, my silicone mat, and then I might be able to put a card together with that in a little bit. Oh, we need to cut this before we're done here. This is a 2-inch strip by 5 1/4. Here's another good one. I love little stripes on the edges of the edge of a different designer series paper. I think it looks so cute. Okay, so we've got our stripes. This is going to be better. I just couldn't go with the holly. I don't know if that's holly, but it was too busy for the dots. I think it's too busy for the dots. All right, let's go ahead and do this side now and cover this up. Remember, you're learning from me what to do and what not to do because we do deconstruction quite often on my channel or my Facebook Live. Okay, there we go. Already really festive, really easy. And then we're going to, let's stamp our greeting on this. We're going to go back to that May your days be merry and bright greeting. And let's go to, always look at your punch and figure out how you're going to punch it. So I know that my cardstock's going to go in this way. So that's how I'm punching my, that's how I'm stamping my image. And we're going to not go right to the bottom, just in case. When you're stamping Memento ink on colored cardstock, you want to give it a little extra time to soak in so that you get a good image, and that looks really nice. So we did good with that. And let's pull our punch out. Oh, I think I did do this wrong. Oh, I did. Dang it. Oh, well, I can do this way. There we go. Okay, I worked it out because I did this earlier. All right, let's go, and I got it figured out, so there we go. Again, Facebook Live, you know, you're just talking to yourself and know that people are watching. Some of my videos lately, and for me this is a lot, for a lot of people it's not a lot, but some of my videos lately have gotten a couple thousand views on Facebook or on YouTube. So thank you to those of you who are subscribing and watching. I'm so happy you're here and that you're enjoying watching. All right, we're going to take the Festive glimmer paper. It's called Festive. You get this color. This is garden green. This is granny apple green, and then red. That's also part of it in the bunch, and you get 2 each of those. Festive glimmer is called. So we're just going to punch some stars out of this paper. for Christmas, well, for all things, I love everything sparkly. So yes, I'm always adding bling. Hi, Jackie. Oh, that's okay. You're so loyal. You always come back and watch, whether you watch live or on replay. I know you're always there for me. All right, now we're gonna go ahead. I am gonna use dimensionals on these stars. You could just glue them down flat. The paper wants to bend just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe it curves just a little bit, and I just think it will look better if I just go ahead and stick down these stars with this way instead of trying to look at my samples, see how far down, maybe about there. I'm not pressing hard because I might, I definitely think this is supposed to be over here because I'm not sure how these are all. I'm going to make a clump of stars that all fit together kind of. So let's just go in the middle with our dimensionals. How's everybody doing with your Christmas cards? Have you started? Are you finished? You've got some done? And this one, let's go straight up with this one. And, okay, yeah. I was just checking to see if there was another dimensional right there. So I'm going to go kind of up like that with that one. I said I wasn't going to press it down. I just press it down. Then we're going to go over here with this one. Another super easy card. And if you don't have an embossing machine, you can just layer a plain white piece or not even have this extra layer here. And that's the only thing that uses a die cutting machine on this card. And then let's just tuck this guy right over here with those two stars. Oops. I need a dimensional over here. There we go, like so. I like that saying, may your days be merry and bright. I like that a lot. Then let's grab our real white and red twine. This has sold out once, but it is back in stock. The last I looked, it was not even on low inventory. It's inexpensive and it's so cute for Christmas. It'll be really cute for Valentine's too. So you might want to stock up on it right now. Let's go ahead while it's still in stock. What I'm saying is, the closer it gets to Christmas, the less likely they are to reorder things like this that came out with all the Christmas stuff. So just letting you know. Festive Glimmer in the annual catalog, no, Christy. It's in the, I know, and it's hard to see, so I'm actually going to get out my, once I get this bow on here, I'm going to get out my catalog and show you where it is because it's very, very easy to miss. Okay, let's pull back this. I'm just sticking my twine right on the knot on the mini glue dot and then squeezing it. And then I'm going to put my bow like right over here next to this part of the star. And then let's go ahead and put the gems on and then I'll look up the paper and show you where it is because I do think you need to know where it is because it's so easy to miss. Okay, I'm getting in my stash of gems here. Sorry, I might have my chest in the phone. I can't, yep, I got everything in the phone. But let's see, I had different gems that I want to use. So, sorry, I know I'm getting you're seeing a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't sign up to see. These are the iridescent adhesive back gems. And oops, I just bumped the phone. And then I'm going to use, I like these for Christmas because there's red, or there's green and there's red. And then there's this kind of iridescent color and pool party as well. And if you're making pink for Christmas, then you have pink too. But normally lately I've only been using the red and the green. Let's put a little red one up here and maybe a green one right next to it. And then maybe another green one down here. Like so, and that's card number 2. Alrighty, so here is the second one. while you are letting me know what you think of that one, I'm going to look up the glimmer paper because it's just so easy to miss. I wonder if they're going to call that specialty paper. Sometimes special. So also sometimes it's hard to figure out where they put things, but in the index it says specialty designer series paper, and then oops, and so come down here to, so forget that one, go to specialty paper Festive Glimmer, and it's on page 53, and I'm going to show you where it is. Oh, thanks, Diane. 53. Christy and everybody else. Whoops. Okay, see where this is? I think it's really easy to miss. This, as I said, this is page 53. And then it's right here in the corner up here. Festive Glimmer paper, 164106. And it's $12. You get 6 sheets of 2 garden green, 2 cherry cobbler, 2 granny apple green. Okay, page 53 of your mini catalog. Or if you shop online, you can just put Festive Glimmer in the search and it'll bring it up for you. Okay, good. Let's move on. Now there's a Mrs. Santa in this set as well. So we're going to stamp Mrs. Santa and color her. I'm digging, I thought I had scrap paper in my... No, this is, I can use a smaller one. Let's grab, I was trying to be efficient with my paper. Do you ever do that? And you're like, why am I spending this much time? Let's make sure I can get this in the punch. Sometimes if it's too small, you have to use, yep, okay, that'll work. You have to use a Post-it note to get it in the punch and control it and place it where you want it placed, so I didn't want to deal with that. Are you ever like that when you pick out your scrap paper? You're like looking for the perfect size of scrap paper and then you waste like 2 minutes just doing that. Let's get Mrs. Santa stamped, give her a punch. She's very cute too. And then for her, you're welcome, Christy. For her, we're just going to stick with real red as well. Now, if you're coming, if you're close, and if you're in Lincoln and you want to come, if you have Blend's real red markers, then it would be great to bring them. I will have coloring things for you to color with. Sometimes I put out my coloring pencils, watercolor pencils for classes. It kind of depends on how many are coming at one time because there's a lot of red coloring on this set. So we're just going to get her colored in. This is my real red Blends marker, and I don't want to color her apron string. We're going to bring green into this one. So this is how I do these little scallops. I just like to make a line out like this, and then I go across the bottom like that, and then I color it in. Those little scallops are kind of a pain to color around, so that's my non-artistic way of coloring around those. So did you see what I did? I just went out like this. And I don't do too many at a time because you don't want your ink to dry. And then you'll see those lines. But if you do it right away, you're going to just blend in those lines and they're not going to show. Okay, so we'll just keep doing that for a few more. You always want to color from your wet ink into your dry paper. Does that make sense? So I'm going from the ink that I've already colored into my white space. I'm going to do that right here as well. And I'm making little circles. If you're wondering how I'm coloring this, I'm making just little circles to come along the edge here and just blend everything together. That's why they're called Blends markers. You do not have to be a great colorer to make these look beautiful. Now my samples, by the way, if you do put in a $45 order this week, you'll get a full PDF tutorial too, so that you have all the measurements, all the directions, all the supplies I used as well. Oh, my my Real Red's running out, so we'll hopefully have enough to finish. They last a long time. They really do. But it's time for me to reorder this one. So, I think we'll make it. Yep, I think we'll make it. All right, then we're going to put some shaded spruce on her. I like shaded spruce for Christmas. It's kind of a bluish dark green. It's a dark green that has, I think, a lot of blue in it, but I really like it for Christmas. It goes good with cherry cobbler or Real Red. Let's make her pants green here. Her pants green. And then let's make her little sleeve, her lacy sleeve green. Okay. Oh, this one we're almost done. Now for Mrs. Santa's hair, I used Smoky Slate. Oh, yeah. Well, let's get her feet done. I gave her black boots as well. Now, you know, if you really wanted to, you could just stamp your Santa or your Mrs. Santa in a color and just punch out and add that to your card like that. You don't have to color. Sometimes I do that. I don't always color. Okay, let's leave the rest of that lace white, and then let's get some petal pink for her face. I know I talked about Smoky Slate and then I didn't get it out, so let's just, again, I'm making little circles. I don't consider myself a great colorer, but I like to color, and the blend markers make it so easy to color and not have streaks or stripes. They don't peel your paper. Okay, so here we go with the Smoky Slate. This is light Smoky Slate, and I'm gonna actually not even color in all of her hair, I don't think. I'm gonna kind of just leave her some white hair. I'm going around her face, kind of going around the top here a little bit, and then kind of do the outside of her bun like that. So that's how I'm gonna do her hair. Actually, just to save time, not that that's anything artistic. I'm going to stick her in the punch. And then let's go ahead and punch her out. Okay, there we go. Now, the rest of this card is going to be pretty easy. This is something I did that I thought was kind of fun, that I haven't actually done this for a long time. If you take your designer paper, and then this circle is the largest one in the Spotlight on Nature dies, I'm going to cut this off. So what I'm going to do is turn this over so I don't get adhesive here. And I'm going to put my adhesive over here. And then turn this over, and then I'm going to tape this down. And then you could use your scissors. I'm going to actually get my paper trimmer to do this. Hang on a second. Let me grab it. And then let's go ahead and just even this up right here. I don't know how much. I'll try to get in the picture with this, but I'm going to just put that right next to the groove for the blade. And then let's just coat that off, and then it's even. So I like this die. I've seen this size, and then there's a smaller size that has that same detail on the edge of it for the baking, because we have a little greeting. Can't talk today. Greeting that says "Make Baking Spirits Bright." So that's Mrs. Claus. Let's do the greeting. So we've got that part done. So I'm just taking, this is a piece of 1 by 3.5, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm just going to take my snips because I want to flag the end. And I'm just going to cut straight into this. If you haven't seen this before, this is a good way to make a flagged end. And I'm cutting right to that point. I'm trying not to cut past it because then it makes it messy. So same thing on this side. I'm cutting right to the point like so. Now, if you've been around Stampin' Up for a while, you probably have a punch that will do that for you. But if you haven't, I wanted to show you how to do it so that you have that option as well. All right, let's go ahead again and, oh, thanks, Christy. I'm glad. I'm hoping to share, you know, I always hope to share something that's helpful. I hope to. Sometimes I probably don't. All right, baking spirit's right. We're going to put this a little bit to the left and not quite all the way out to the flagged end because we're going to put Mrs. Claus kind of right over this area. This is what makes photopolymer so nice for greetings because you can see where you're stamping, which helps a lot. Now we'll take our garden green card, set that aside, and let's use our bone folder to crease it. And then also, I do have an inside for this. Baking Spirit's Brights on the front, so we could do May Your Days. Let's go ahead and just use the Christmas greeting. Let's just go back to wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. Let's do that in black since the ink on the front is black. Let's go ahead and do that one. I always think of Burl Ives. Do you guys know who Burl Ives is? When I think of Holly Jolly Christmas. Because didn't he sing, have a holly jolly Christmas? Da 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 da. I shouldn't be singing. But I think that was Burl Ives. And I think of him when I see Holly Jolly Christmas. All right. That probably showed my age because I don't know if everybody would know him. Just to make this pretty, let's go ahead and add some snowflakes on the inside of this one as well. I'm just going to grab my Memento Black and let's just put a little more snowflakes in here. So we'll put this down here. I have one friend that when she comes to stamping classes, she always says, please make an inside greeting available so I don't have to write very much. So she's probably coming next week to the in-person class, so she'll be happy that we're taking up some room on the inside of the card. Okay, let's go ahead and just center that guy, and then we're ready for the outside. Again, this is a pretty simple card. If you don't have a circle punch, you don't really need that little detail on the card. You could leave that off and just stamp your Santa or Mrs. Santa and color her and punch it and put it on the front and the greeting strip, and you're good to go. So again, there is not a lot of die cutting on this. I will, for those of you that order this week to get the kit, I will include all these die cuts that are not part of the punched set. And Stampin' Up doesn't let us send stamped images, so you need your own stamps and punch. But everything that is not in the bundle, I will provide for you and have it already die cut and everything cut to size. I'm going to line this up. This piece was 1 by, I think 3.5. Did I share that? Yeah, 1 by 3.5. And I'm going to line it up actually exactly with this right here, this edge. I want to make sure it's dry. So there we go. And then let's take our little Mrs. Santa. Let's put her on here. Let's see. I don't want dimensionals down. I'm trying not to double up on my dimensionals. That's what I'm kind of checking to see where I'm going to put her so I don't double up on those. And I'm going to put her right down here. I like my people, my animals, my images to be based on something. So that's why I'm putting her down there, and then we're going to go back to our beautiful red and white trim. Also, if you're this week, if your order is over $50, you are going to get an embellishment from me, a free embellishment. If your order is $45 or more, you'll get the card kits, and if it's $50 or more, you'll get the embellishment. Now, those of you that watch often, this host code is the same as last week. So if you're thinking, oh no, she didn't change it, it must be wrong. No, it's not wrong. I'm just not closing this workshop till this coming Sunday instead of last Sunday. So I'll go by the date. So if your order comes in this week, you'll get this free card class. If it comes in for last week, you'll get the Sentimental Wishes class. Where did I put this? Oh, I put this up here on this one. And then we're going to put some of these adorable peppermint discs on this one because I just think it's so perfect because we've got Baking Spirits Bright there. These are not in stock. At least they weren't in stock when I looked a day or two ago, but they are coming back fairly soon. I want to say November 8th, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But if you want them, please start watching. Just do a Google search on my website at stampingwithjoey.stampinup.net. And let's do a couple more down here. And start soon looking, because last time they came early and then they sold out by the date they even said they were coming in. So that has to go pretty much for everything. But they're so cute, so popular. But you can get them. You just have to wait a few more days. And as I said, just make sure you're checking. So there's our 2 cards for that one. That's number 4. Oh, hi, Judy. Thank you. Oh, I'm happy you're... Christy says yes on Ives. I was talking about, if you just joined, I was talking about Holly Jolly Christmas, I think was sung by Burl Ives. This is our last one we're going to make, and it's also really quick. There's also no die cutting on this, because when you make a lot of Christmas cards, you, oh, I don't have a card base for that one. Let me grab hang on, I got to grab a card base. I usually have quite a few of these cut. You know, I'm just noticing that if you're watching on a phone, you might not be able to see my host code. So I'm going to move it and make sure it's kind of in the middle here. I'm going to go a little bit this way so it's centered. I'm kind of looking at my phone where it is. So this is the host code you need to get this kit for free this week. And you can always just contact me. I can put your order in for you so you don't have to deal with trying to get it in online, because I know sometimes it's not the most easy to use, especially if you haven't done it before. All right, now we're going to just go ahead and add, or this card's going to go this way. So we're going to add a real red mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. Real red. Whoops. There we go. Peppermint schedule 18th. So I had an 8 in it. It's not November 8th. It's November 18th, Christy said. So mark your calendars to start looking like several days ahead of that, because if it comes in, I'm pretty sure they'll sell out again. Let's put this side on this piece. This is again 3 by 5 1/4. Yep, 3 by 5 1/4. We want the calmer side out here because we're gonna spruce it up with some fun DSP stars. Okay, so there's that guy. Let's go ahead actually and stamp our gingerbread mat. So the third stamp that's super cute in this is this little gingerbread guy. Now, if you are a seasoned stamper, you probably have, I'm trying to find my black ink pad. you probably have sorry, everything just fell off my desk. This is what you get when it's live video. Sorry about that. You probably have white embossing powder and a heat gun. So this would show up better that way. But since it was Facebook Live and I were making 4 cards and I knew it was going to, you know, be a little bit longer than normal, we're not embossing it. But if you have a Versamark pad or even an old white craft, we used to have white craft. Oh, we still have white craft. What am I talking about? You can use that or Versamark and your white embossing powder, and then you would have frosting. We're not having frosting today on our gingerbread guy. He's just right out of the oven. But I am going to color hollow eyes. I just don't like hollow eyes. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and color his buttons so it kind of shows up a little bit more. Then we'll go back to our punch. And we'll come in like this. And I'm trying again not to get my whole head in. There we go. And I'm happy to have a star punch. As a demonstrator, I usually don't use any stamps and products that aren't current. So we used to have star dies. I still have my star dies, and we still have another star punch. Years ago, a long time ago, we also had a star punch, but it was completely different shape. But you could definitely substitute if you don't have this set. You could use any star set and use the same idea, the same template. This is a 1/2-inch strip by 4 1/4. I do remember that measurement. Now we're ready to assemble our card. So let's just go ahead, and I have already punched 2. I did punch 2, but I'm not seeing the other one. So what the heck? Looking through the envelopes that I had everything. I know I punched it. I'll find it after the Facebook Live. Gosh, that's annoying. Let me move my... All right, let's just punch another one. Let me grab that paper. You know, I just find it really interesting that I can lose things all the time when I'm stamping. Where do things go? I'd like to have that red and white striped again. But, you know, for the sake of time, let's see. Maybe we'll use one of these. Oh, I want the stripe. Let's see if we can find another one with the stripe. I think I have it. Here's one. Okay. All right. Aren't you happy you turned into Facebook Live or watching me on YouTube to hunt for a star? All right, we're going to quick punch another one. There we go. It punches so easy, too. We have had punches in the past that punch a little harder, but this punch is so easy. All right, now we're just going to assemble everything. We're just going to glue it down. So we're going to take this one, and this one I'm not going to raise up. It's pattern paper instead of cardstock, so it's a little bit thinner. I'm going to put this guy way over here, and then this guy way over here. I'm going to angle it a little bit different. I'm kind of angling them in different directions, and this sweet little gingerbread is going to go in the middle here. Peppermint schedule. Oh, I was looking back at Christy's comment. So yes, if you just jumped on, the peppermints are going to be in 11/18. So not too long of a wait. Here we go. Let's put this guy about there. I'm not pressing anything down really hard because I'm not quite sure if if I want everything placed exactly like I have it. You know, when you're grouping things, you want them to have good spatial placement. Does that make sense? Let's go ahead and put this. I'm sure the artists in the group would go, well, it's not called that. Kind of want this to go up here. So he's sitting on it. Bring him down just a little bit. Again, so he's not flying in the air. You probably think that's kind of silly. All right, let's go ahead and put some cute little twine on this guy. And we'll make a bow. Alrighty. There we go. Now, don't forget, again, if you came on late, tomorrow, I'm going to be back tomorrow and Friday with some really fabulous ideas for tomorrow. We're making a Stampin' Stat. We're making 8 cards in hopefully much less than an hour. I'll be talking, so it might take an hour while oops, I don't want that there. Let's go over here. Let's go over like right here. Whoops. And stick. Got the wrong side. Okay, kind of like so. Dang it. I don't. There we go. Well, that doesn't look very good, but you get the idea. And now this is coming off. Well, this probably must be time to quit because things are going haywire. Okay, but we do need gems. We're not leaving this card without some bling on it. Can't have that. Cannot have that. But we are going to put peppermints back on this guy because he's just too cute. And he's really Christmassy. So I think gingerbread, I don't know about you, but I don't ever think of gingerbread for any other time of the year other than Christmas. Looking for my peppermints. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to grab, I forgot about this. I didn't need to color in his buttons because we're going to use our little peppermints right here over his buttons, which I think is cute, super cute, like so. And then let's go ahead and put some more on here. Let's put some down here, maybe one here, and another one up here. Whoops, that one didn't stick. If I haven't thanked you for watching today, I'm so grateful you're here. I think we need one more. Let's do one more. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. I know there are many Stampin' Up! Demonstrators out there, and for you to choose me to be with today, I'm really thankful for that. Okay, there is our last card. So, here, we'll put this over here and see which one is your favorite. So I always love to know because I think it kind of helps me plan for my next one coming up, which kinds of things you really like to see. So is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Let me know your favorite. And I'm going to bring the camera back up. And I'm going to turn around. Oh, I see. I always forget about my glasses are going to really glare when I turn my phone back up. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of tomorrow's card because actually I made 3 versions and I don't really know which one I'm going to, let's get rid of my glasses. I don't know which colors I'm going to use tomorrow. Maybe you can help me with that as well. Oh, Christy, thank you. I'm happy that you like them. So we're going to make 8 of these. There's a secret to how fast I can make these. So that's what I want to show you tomorrow. Or we might make it in the gray. So if you're still on, let me know. Or we also have Pretty Peacock. I know the words are backwards. You see that? This is the Painted Trees embossing folder that I used for the background here. And I've got the greatest tricks, you guys, for these cards if you use this template. So if you're still on and you're watching, let me know whether you like, thank you for the hearts, the green one, the gray one, or the peacock one that you want to see tomorrow. We're going to make 8 of whatever we choose tomorrow. We're going to make 8 of them, and I'm going to show you some tricks about how fast we can make these and some time-saving hacks to do both the embossing part with the trees and also with the greeting tags. So don't miss it. Make sure you join me tomorrow again. Mark your calendar. Diane likes number 4 the best, this one. Oh, thank you for the hearts, you guys. So far, she's the only one weighing in. She's the only one weighing in. But if you're watching later on replay or YouTube, let me know your favorite. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I'll see you, I hope, tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.